What are some hurdles that buyers agents from outside of Chatham County are facing when they?
There's a lot of agents that are outside of Chatham County, and most of the agents outside of Chatham County have the buyers. So we need to have good relationships with these agents because the vast majority of the people that are moving to Chatham County are moving from Wake, Orange, surrounding county. So we're dependent on them, but they have some preconceived notions and they're unfamiliar with what we're going through in Chatham County. One of the biggest thing is a septic. In Wake County, vast majority of the properties are on municipal city sewer. Vast majority of the properties in Chatham County are not. And the unfamiliarity with the septic is causing some issues. They don't know the different types of systems. The gold standard is conventional. That's what everybody wants. But right now, there's explosive growth around the lake, and you're probably not going to get a conventional system at the lake. It's going to be an engineered system. These septic systems are $20,000, $25,000, even $40,000. So, but it's not. It doesn't perk. It needs an engineered system. So, this is very scary to most outside agents. The other thing is municipal water and wells. So, most of the properties in Wake and Orange County have public water. A lot of the homes in Chatham County have private wells. So I think the stats are like there's only 15 million homes in all of the United States that have private wells. So it's not a common thing in general, but this is certainly common here. And it blows my mind that these agents are so concerned with the quality of the water from a well when, these are people living in Cary. They're getting the water from Jordan Lake. It is municipalities upstream from Jordan Lake that are dumping everything into the Haw River, and yet they're super concerned with iron and manganese and whatnot.
I used to live there, and now when I visit Cary and drink the water, I feel like I'm drinking out of a swimming pool.
Right. Well, they add chlorine.
Yeah,
they add chlorine. I mean, chlorine is an additive. Mm-hmm. Certainly there are times where well water isn't as safe as municipal water, but, New York City right now has a huge problem with antidepressants, Prozac, Zoloft, going through the water system. It's treated, but they're not taking those pharmaceuticals out of the water. That's not a recognized contaminant, yet people are drinking that, and everybody raves about how great the city tap water is in New York City, but it has those contaminants. We have all heard about what's happened in Detroit with the lead contamination. Jacksonville, Florida has huge problems. Las Vegas has huge problems. Omaha, Nebraska, there's fertilizers that contaminate. There are some municipalities that in North Carolina that actually, they don't have a river or a lake, so they have groundwater, which is well water that, that is their municipal water source. So, that's a big thing, and those systems can be treated, reverse osmosis or whatever, but there are just, the standards on well water are a lot harsher than they are municipal public water. And then the other big problem that we're having with outside agents are building permits. That's such a big thing in Wake County and Orange County. They keep their records forever and ever. Well, in Chatham County, they only keep the records for 6 years. So we have an improvement, a bedroom or something that's been added, or a deck that's been added to a house. It happened 8 to 10 years ago. The seller said that he got the permits. The agent lists the house, said we're good to go. There's no way to verify it because they don't have the records anymore in Chatham County, and the Wake County agent wants proof that your seller had permits. How do you get that proof? There's just no way to get it. It doesn't exist. But that is such a concern to the Wake County agent. They just don't understand how we don't keep those records, but we don't. And it's not, nobody's pulling the wool over your eyes. Now, could you have a seller that did something 8-10 years ago and did not have it permitted and claim that they did? Yes, that's a possibility, but there's a responsibility to the listing agent is this done in a workmanlike, permitted manner? I mean, you do not have to be a home inspector or an engineer to recognize whether or not these things are done. I mean, a good agent should know the difference. And the agent from Wake County should know the difference as well. And you're going to have a home inspection. So if there are any safety issues or anything, that should be readily available. So we're not going to get you the building permit if it was improved more than 6 years ago. And then one of the last things we've discussed before, road maintenance agreements. There are public roads, there are private roads, road maintenance agreements. So, Wake County and Orange County, they have public DOT roads, and there's no need for a road maintenance agreement. In Chatham County, one of the ways we handle a road maintenance agreement, it says in their covenants, this road will be repaired as needed. Well, that bugs the heck out of your Cary agent because they don't understand it's not $240 a year. There's not a homeowners association. This is a situation where you and Joe Bob and Mary and whoever look at the road and say, yep, we need gravel. And then they go out and buy gravel and then they fix the road. And if the rest of your neighbors don't think that you need any gravel, you're not going to get any gravel. But I think there's a beauty in that, small neighborhood, you guys work it out amongst yourselves. There's no unnecessary expenditures. There are some years where you have to repair the road. There's some times that you have to repair the road every year. And there's some times when we have like a drought or whatever, you can go 5-7 years without repairing the road. So, I like the fact that they're doing that instead of collecting $240 every single time, every year. So, but again, this is foreign to the outside agent, and they just need to know that there's no trickeration going on. We're not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. This is just how we do things here, and it's a lot different than Wake or Orange.